For more on this and the rest of campaign 2016, we turn to Washington Post columnist Catherine Rampbell. Catherine, good morning.
Good morning.
So if you're looking at the numbers, this was a rough week for Donald Trump. What does he need to do to recover?
The same thing he and his team always know that they need to do, which is to reset, to stay on message, to exercise some sort of message discipline, to stop sort of mouthing off about whatever pops into his head, no matter how much applause it gets him at his own rallies. However, we have known this for a long time. The campaign has known this for a long time, and it seems like every other day there's a declaration of a reset or a pivot, and then the next day he says something inflammatory that turns off a lot of voters.
Reince Priebus says everyone's on the same page. How true is that?
Not true at all. There are a lot of Republican officials, both current and former, who have actually called for Trump to drop out. That's not going to happen. But others are calling for the RNC to withhold funding from Trump during the presidential election and focus that money on down-ballot candidates. There's a lot of discord within the party.
The Priebus-Trump dynamic right now is very, very dicey. I wonder how much dicier it can get before it comes to a head.
I think it's been very unstable thus far. Reportedly, one of the things that really upset Priebus recently was when Donald Trump refused to explicitly endorse Paul Ryan, who has a very close friendship with Priebus. So I think that, may have let things come to a head. It seemed like at that point Trump actually backed down. He did endorse Ryan. He did endorse McCain, the two people he was holding out on. But that was maybe the biggest blow up between the two that we know of. But these continued outrageous remarks that continue to alienate important and growing demographics can't possibly be helping their relationship.
You mentioned alienate. I think a lot of people at this point are wondering why Donald Trump has not released his tax returns. We saw Hillary do it recently. Do you think he will? And if he's not, why isn't he doing it?
He's not going to release his tax returns. He's made that very clear. He basically said he'll release them when the audit is over.
Which, under an audit, you still can release them.
There's no prohibition on releasing your tax returns. He has said he'll release them when the audit is over. He has also said, however, he's under continuous audit, which means the audit will never be over. Therefore, there will never be a time when they'll be released. Of course, there's a lot of public interest in seeing a presidential candidate's tax returns. That's why we have this long-standing tradition.
There are some eye-popping numbers here in the Clinton release of the taxes in terms of income, how much they made, how much they were paying, including Bill Clinton making $17 million from this education nonprofit. Not small amounts of money. Not
small amounts of money. That particular consulting source of income that you mentioned about this college, I think somewhat hurts the Clintons' case for attacking Donald Trump on Trump University, right? They're both for-profit educational institutions of some kind. That consulting gig has not gotten quite as much attention.
All right, Catherine, thank you very much.
Thank you.